Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. It is Thursday, the 19th of February. Hope you guys are having a great morning and looking forward to a great afternoon. I'm Tony O, folks, on the north side, and there's Toxic Thursday, where we are celebrating, where this is Toxic Thursday, and we got Carol Brandolino celebrating over there on the other side, on the south side of Chicago. Carol, what's going on over there before we hit the show? What's going on? Anything new and exciting?
Oh, yeah. I just left Gianni at the orthodontist. He's getting his braces off today. So he's very excited. I can't wait. They were cleaning his teeth and getting the retainer stuff ready. So he's there. So that's what's going on around here.
That's cool, man. Get your retainer off. Guys, check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609. If you want to book a show, guys, every show is dedicated to the first responders, the men and women in the military, and our veterans who fought for our country. Let's have some showtime. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's Toxic Thursday, Ocean's Pit style. Let's go to work. Woo! Bam. Hello. How you guys doing? It's a beautiful day today. At least it's going to be till later on this afternoon till we get some rain. But anyway, it's Ocean's Pit, and it's time to mention our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Save on all the supplies you need on your next paint project. Buy one and get one 50% off on all Clark and Kensington or Royal Paint selected Ace paint kits, including tray, brush, rollers, and select frog tape. Also, see the in-store ad for 25% off one regular priced item under $50 or $12.50 off any item over $50. Some restrictions apply. It's our friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from Ace. All right, it's Thursday. We're getting ready for the weekend. And I just want to say last night I have good friends of mine for over 25 years, Daryl and Star Rollison. And Daryl's brother died, and they did a big memorial at the VFW in Elgin. So it's another guy that was suffering for 12 years with cancer. And sometimes it makes you wonder going through all that pain. I just can't imagine what that must be like. At least when my dad died, I seen him. He turned real fast and he died real fast. So we didn't have to go through.
Yeah, they say that's a blessing where they're not suffering, and you watch the person decline and deteriorate, Also, I'm really sorry for your loss. I know that you and George were friends for a long time. So he seems like I didn't know him. I met him maybe once, I think, briefly, but I did watch some videos of his interviews that his family posted. And he is like, every one of my family members that, I grew up with. So, yeah.
You would always say, Tony, yes, Tony. But he was one of the best and kindest man, a great boss. Like I said, I've been there now 8 years. Of course, we're talking about George from Chicago Prime Steakhouse, who passed away as well. And not to get confused with Daryl and Star's, Daryl's brother, George, as well. That's his name, but different people. Yeah. But thank you for that. And thank you for everybody that reached out. Tonight is a private event. I've got about 8 calls tonight. I even put it on my page a week ago. It is private tonight at Villa Verone in Geneva. They stopped having entertainment a long time ago. Great place. But it's a private show, me and Double T tonight. Tomorrow we will be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse at 8 o'clock with Double T, Tony Toto, and Saturday, Taverna on Division in Melrose Park, again with Tony Toto. So busy week coming up. Also, did you see a couple other things here? Blues. I mean, I know you like rock. I know you like some country. I don't know if you're into blues. I'm not into too much blues. I'm not really into that heavy jazz stuff.
Mhm.
But I know that some of those bars, you think about some of these restaurants or bars have been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Kingston Mines, if you're into the blues, they're the oldest blues club in Chicago. They opened in 1968. They're still there,
Mhm.
2548 North Halstead, for great blues if you're into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just kind of cool when I see places that have been around a long time and still
I like them.
successful. Yeah,
I like that music. I do. I mean, it's not a go-to, obviously, so that's typically not something I would listen to, like, in my car or go but I've gone out there's a place called the Green Mill. You gotta know that place,
sure.
right?
I played there many times
Oh
back in
my
the
god.
day.
I went there many, many, many years ago. I remember, like, Bobby's grandpa when he was still alive because he played in the jazz band back in the day in the
Yeah,
Air Force, big
sure.
band jazz. He was a drummer. So, like, that Green Mill was very cool. So I do like listening to jazz once in a while. If it's live and we
Yeah.
go and I like
If
live
it's kind of
music, so
laid back, some of that
yeah,
stuff,
so
but the blues is kind of sometimes a little disappointing, till a little sad all the time.
yeah,
I'm
it
down and
is.
out. So
Country
well,
too.
yeah, oh,
Country too.
exactly. So everybody go
Yeah,
out and enjoy whatever it is. But I'm
right.
just happy that the bar is still there and still, still people get a chance. There's Karen. How are you doing? Yvette, David, Jeanette, welcome to Ocean Spit, guys. Chicago Music Cruise. I'm surprised we already got almost 20 booked
Oh,
just for Tony Ocean on the Hughes coming up, and that's the Royal Caribbean Chicago Music Cruise #3 for us. And it'll be January 10th, 2027, Orlando, Bahamas, Coco Cay, St. Martin, and St. Thomas. Call Mary at 630-688-1725 or go to Mary at NTD Vacations to get on that mailing list, and ChicagoMusicCruise.com. Put in Tony Ocean. So that'd be a lot of
mhm.
fun. Boyd, I used to hang at the mines almost every week, spend a few hours with Buddy Miles, you got to run into. Yeah, you never know. And Buddy Miles, very talented, of course. So yeah,
Mhm.
I can see that, Boyd. Pretty cool stuff over there. Believe it or not, now a couple days ago, I don't know if your car did. My car being black, I woke up, I went out to put the garage up, and my car was filthy dirt full of sand.
Oh, no, mine's white. My car's white, but
Okay,
it's in the garage.
okay. So and I guess they said it was some sort of rain that happened the night before, and there was a lot of
Uh-huh.
other people posting it on Facebook that it was
Oh,
a dust type rain sandstorm. So first thing I couldn't even see.
oh my
I had
god.
bought it and got the car wash, but I knew there was a lot of other people that went through that too, and that's exactly what it was. Um, I don't know about this. I just found out about this yesterday. Whether you support ICE or you do not support ICE, their headquarters now, they just moved one of the headquarters into Oak Brook. I
Mhm.
don't know if you guys seen that.
Yep,
A lot of people applauded it. A lot of people didn't
yeah.
applaud it, but just and you know what? And they're making it known that this is our building. I don't know if that's a good move or a bad move.
Well, with all the crazies out there, who knows truly, I'm still trying to get over these all these kids that they're letting go out there and the videos that I'm seeing of people throwing
Oh,
rocks and
oh
boulders
my
at
God.
cars. What the fuck is going on? I just don't even understand how these kids are what's going on that they're letting them do this. They're not arresting them. They're being let out of school to go protest peacefully. Listen, we know that that's not happening. We know that that's not
Absolutely.
going
That was the next
on.
story. You're absolutely right. CommunityNews.com. Little kids in Boston classrooms.
Mhm.
Um, they're being taught how to protest against Trump and ICE,
Oh my
and made their own homemade signs and chanting. And these, now look. I don't care what you guys want to, like I said, I don't care what anybody wants to do protest, but my God, these guys are kids. You're planting this into their heads. It's not like they grow up and say, okay, I don't like this side or I like this side. I'm going to protest. That's a different story.
God.
But when you're little
Mhm.
kids, you don't have it. Oh, let's do it because the teacher said so.
Parents, they're going to have, like I was trying to tell somebody, they want lawsuits and the school, to sue the schools. Look, when I was going through the shit with Gianni, I mean, he was physically getting attacked by more than 2 or 3 people at a time. Okay. It happened. When I tell you, I went through every avenue. I tried, I talked to lawyers, everything. they basically said it's close to impossible to sue a school. It's like
No,
they're protected, and it's
yeah,
bullshit because they are holding like the safety of our children in their hands. So many things that parents are just they have no control, and your kids could get killed, they could get severely hurt, injured. We see it all the time. And now with this, they're letting them walk out. When are we going to have a say? Our taxes, the amount of tax dollars that goes to the school where you live,
yeah.
you should have a huge say. But they keep saying, well, vote when you're voting for the school board. But that shit's fixed too half the time. I guarantee it. I mean, it's all political.
It's almost like trying to. It's almost like trying to sue a church.
Yes,
It
it's
just
very
ain't gonna happen.
difficult.
It's
No,
just
it's
sad.
very difficult. Yep. Yep.
It's sad. You're
Mhm.
absolutely right. Luann, how are you doing, Mary? Pina, aren't parents paying their schools to teach them not to let them roam around and protest? I think parents should start. Yeah, that's exactly. You can't, like Pina, just like Carol said yesterday, and she just mentioned again today, very hard to sue schools and churches.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Another reason why my son will not go to a public school. Good for you, Richard. Good for you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Chris Picaro from Rosario is in the house. Chris, how you doing, my brother? Hope you're doing well. We're going to be by Chris next Wednesday on the 25th, 7:30 at Rosario's in Roselle with Double T Tony Toto. All right, February 18th. This was yesterday, 1998. We lost the great Harry Carey. Chicago Cubs announcer, of course, started with St. Louis. Harry Carey had the reputation of being a little drinking on the job, and some of the great quotes that the great Harry Carey, there's never going to be another one like Harry Carey or Howard Cosell or Jimmy the Greek and all those great Joe Madden. It's just some great, but Harry Carey, some of the great comments and stuff. Alex, how you doing, buddy? Alex, I want to thank you for coming out to Impact Field Room for Valentine's Day, brother. I appreciate it. And Alexa, how you doing? Hope you're doing well as well. So Harry Carey had some of the great lines. Hi, Steve. Wait, how did he miss the ball in the sun? He's Mexican. This is the great Harry Carey. That Jody Davis, what a good-looking kid. But the best one, he goes, hey, bases are loaded and so am I.
Yeah, that's the best. What a great job. I would love to be announcing while I'm having some cocktails.
Yeah, there you go. There's a good one. It's the bottom of the fifth, and I'm on the bottom of the fifth. Or when he would have the groups, Carol, he would mention him and Steve Stone, the groups, the charities, the Girl Scouts, the Brownies, or whatever. Hey, Steve, Jews for Christ from Skokie, Illinois. I mean, just some of the stuff the midgets from Mundelein here today, Steve.
Yeah.
I mean,
back in the good old days, right? That's the good stuff. I'm sorry.
That's the great stuff of the great Harry Carey. We definitely miss him. Just a funny guy. And then going into the funny part of the news here, Cardi B. I never knew anything about her. I know when she made some comments grabbing the crotches and all that, and then she became out to be President Trump's #1 supporter and blah, blah, blah. But she says, Carol, she's going to remove some of her butt implants after the tour.
Why? What does that have to do with the price of beans?
You mentioned that, #1.
Okay.
So now you're saying that they're fake. Now people might think they're fake or might say that whatever it is, and she's going to remove just some of them?
I don't. Is this supposed to make her more credible? I mean, what is it? The smaller the ass cheeks? I don't know. I just don't get it. Who cares at this point? They're there.
Yeah.
You're known
She's a multimillionaire. Who cares what she does? I don't think anybody cares anyway. If you go to see her in concert, you're a fan of this music or her, you don't give a shit if she's got butt plugs on or whatever it is.
Butt plugs are very different than butt implants. Let's get that straight before people
you know what I mean.
Shit. It's a very different show.
I got a completely different show, but you know what I'm trying to say. Nobody cares if you like the artist. You're doing what you're doing. You're there for the music. You're there for the vibe.
Right.
If you're into that stuff, but it just makes news. It's like, If guys, think about this, guys and gals right now, if you think you're having a bad day,
Hmm.
just remember that people actually paid $300 for their high school ring. Now, let's be honest here.
Mhm.
Let's be honest here. Was that a big thing for you in high school and your friends?
Yes,
I,
it
I think
was.
it was. I never got one.
Yeah.
First of all, my parents wouldn't give me the money.
Mhm.
But so are kids still doing that?
And now I don't know, but I know when I was in high school, which was like the
Yeah.
late 80s, it was a big thing. And we were, my parents bought me, gave me the money for the ring, whatever. But yeah, do I know where it is now? No, I don't, which is kind of sad because you like to have like little sentimental things from,
Yeah.
those times. But yeah, no, I mean, and I don't think they were good. They were nice. They were ugly, I think, now that I
Yeah,
look
but you're
back.
paying. You're in high school. You're asking your mom for, or unless you're working part time or whatever, for
Right.
$300
Hmm.
for a ring that you're probably not going to wear it after you get out of school, or maybe you
Right.
will wear it. I don't
Right.
know. It's almost like when you
Yeah.
pay like $100 for a Hallmark plate, one of those plates from Timeline, whatever the hell it is, Uh, I don't know. Danny Massey's in the house from Armando Supermarkets. Buy local, shop local, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. Guys, meats, produce, groceries, prepared food, rotisserie chicken. Danny, I drove past Armando's yesterday going to the VFW for my buddy's memorial, and I seen her. Big parking lot, big letters, Armando Supermarket. So check it out.
I
Buy local,
love it.
shop local. Yeah. So talking about the $300 ring. So you still have yours, Carol?
No, I don't know where it is. I mean, I don't know. It's maybe in my mom's storage. Like, I God only knows one day if I go down in that storage room, the stuff I'm gonna find. I'm gonna have to bring a bottle of booze and a couple friends and just have a little party down there, you know?
And just see what you can find. And
Right.
Danny says you always gave it to your girl and she would wear it around her neck.
Right. Like your Letterman's
Oh,
jacket, kinda, right? Like sports Letterman's jackets.
yes. Like
If you
that,
would
like a
yeah.
sports jacket.
What
Dennis
did you
Anthony.
give? Because you weren't in sports, you were a musician. What did musicians give to their girls? STDs?
Nothing. Nothing. Headaches. 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 That's what musicians give to their girlfriends and wives. Headaches.
Right.
And or can I use your makeup? My makeup ran out. Can I use your
Oh,
hairspray? That was my big thing in high school. We had the hair. I need
oh,
the makeup. Or give
eyeliner
me
and
one of your
and
scarves.
Aquanet.
Yeah, or give me one of your scarves.
That's so funny.
It is. Okay, Carol, you and your friends are walking into a bar, walking into a restaurant, and
Mm,
the waitress, or not the waitress, the host, the hostess or host asks you booth or table, booth or table,
mhm.
and they said that people who pick certain booths, and it makes sense. I think some people like booths. The reason why they say it's comfort, privacy, more
Mhm.
intimate with the booth.
Yeah.
Other people like the tables, more flexibility, more mobile.
Mhm.
Are you a booth person? Are you a table person, or does it make a difference?
I'm a booth person. I
Yeah.
I don't like chairs are very uncomfortable to me. They just really are. And I don't know, you're always moving and scooting and that's for me. But I know I have friends that have big boobs or big whatever and like sometimes these booths are so small they're like, "What the hell? Like I can't fit. I'm just like pushed up against this
Well, yeah,
table."
even like guys who are tall. Sometimes, I don't mind the booths when they say, yeah, we can fit 6 in here. You
Oh,
can't. And
no.
then you got the
6
plate
tiny
and you're like
people.
this. Yeah.
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 6
Maybe
Asian
6
people,
midgets
maybe.
or
Yeah, and
6
like
small people.
Asians, maybe. Listen,
Yeah.
not big asses. I'll be like, who am I sitting next to? Like, I'm gonna be hitting people in their, in their side, in their ear when I'm trying to eat.
Yeah, then you got
No,
the plate and you're like this, and then you got to reach over and grab the bread.
right?
Excuse me, pasta. It's
Yeah,
just
no.
it's just crazy. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. Interesting. Here we go. Albert, Frankie, Dennis. Hello, you guys. Ronnie B. Hope everybody's doing well here. All right. Interesting. This was told by a cop.
Mhm.
Carry a glass of salt or a jar of salt and keep it in your car.
Okay. For when you make a margarita?
Well, you would think that, but no. Supposedly, it absorbs the odor. Yeah, it absorbs some of the odor, the moisture out of the air. It also, your windows won't freeze up or fog up in the wintertime by keeping salt in your, and it cleans the air a little bit. So I'm not quite sure.
Interesting. Okay.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yep.
So get some salt and put it in the back of your car there. Ronnie, the chick I was going with, stole my ring when we broke up and wouldn't give it back. Okay. Butthead,
Yeah.
Prickster, and the Democrats probably have George Hallis rolling in his grave. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. It looks like the Bears will be leaving Chicago. Na 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 na, hey, goodbye.
Oh,
But
no.
hasn't been official, but it looks like it. We'll talk a little bit about that. I know a lot of people having a good day today. So, it just goes to show you, and one of my friends, Tony Spatafor, put on his page, I can't believe this is happening to Chicago. It's just, and I put it, it's Chicago, it's Illinois. What do you expect?
Yeah.
What do you expect? So
So what would they do at Soldier Field? Like, I'm just thinking
concerts, make
out loud,
concerts,
all concert venue,
concerts, rallies, protests. Hey, everybody, come on in. I don't know what they're going to do. And once somebody sent me something, Arlington Heights is going to be the biggest pickleball the biggest pickleball field in Arlington Heights because they were prepping to be in Arlington Heights. So,
okay.
Is
that like a bougie sport? Is pickleball a bougie sport? I don't know.
I have no clue. It's supposed to be half tennis, half badminton or something, or ping pong or something like that. It's not, a lot of people are into it. It's not that easy. No, it's not that easy. Yeah. Here we go. Fox News. Chicago man sentenced to 37 years in prison, exploiting almost 700 children, naked pictures and stuff on Snapchat. Sean Healy, 45 years old, from Elburn, Illinois. This Snapchat, I'm not on it. This TikTok, I'm not on it. First of all, I don't know how to get it on my phone, but otherwise than that, I just don't know. It's both.
Well, it's disturbing, obviously, but 100 or 37 years, people were complaining and arguing that wasn't enough time. And I don't know if it's 700 kids. I think it's 100 kids.
Okay, you're right. It's 100 children. Yeah, but still, 100, 2, 3, 1 is bad enough.
Right. And they're saying 37 years is not enough, that they feel like that's also a slap on the wrist. And you know what else I read? That a lot of people's pages were saying, oh, this is bullshit. You're just trying to start trouble, whatever. The guy that was that shot the people in Rhode Island at the hockey game, okay? Sure. He transgender man. It came out on somebody's page and I read it and I'm like, this can't be true. So I looked it up, and sure enough, his son, a son from a prior, he got like 3 or 4 different women. He has kids with 3 or 4 different women, this transgender guy. It was his son years ago that got arrested for setting fire to a church. He also has mental illness. So look, this, and I couldn't believe it, but somebody made, that connection, researched it, and found out it was true, that this was his son. And so, of course, I'm just thinking is how hereditary, mental illness is also hereditary. Like you gotta, maybe, that if your family background is prone to certain types of mental illness, maybe just take kids in sooner, maybe just get tested for things. So then you're kind of ahead of the game. Maybe if there's any kind of bipolar, or there's so many different things out there and so many causes of it that we don't even know.
What you're trying to say is get them tested early. If you have young kids growing up, get them tested right away.
Right.
Not a bad idea, especially if you know that maybe like you said, maybe the grandfather or your mother or somebody. Yeah.
Right.
So, and a lot of people are afraid to go to the doctor now for one main reason. A lot of people don't have insurance. They don't want about the bill. And that's the problem, I think. Or I think more people would go to the doctor. So I'm hoping they can do something with insurance for everybody to make it affordable, to make it, and one thing I like about Canada, even though, free healthcare, unless you need a major surgery, then you have to go to New York or something.
Yeah.
But for a checkup, MRI, whatever, certain stuff, I'm hoping that they can do something at that, and would definitely, if President Trump can pull that off, because I know former President Ronald Reagan tried to do that. If President Trump, and I know he's got that Trump RX now, he's trying to get prescriptions down now, and we'll talk about it.
I have to look into that too, because we lost our insurance, our health insurance when I lost my job, so I have no insurance, right? I got my kids' insurance, and I was denied, of course, for the time being, but that it is what it is. But the thing is Bobby obviously lost his insurance too, because we were under mine. Well, here's the thing. He's on a medication for his autoimmune. He's like a pretty bad autoimmune thing. And literally they stopped giving it to him.
Okay.
Every symptom started coming back, and they're bad. Okay. Real bad. So he's trying to get the prescription, like assistance program with this prescription.
Sure.
I thought he was joking when he told me how much this supposedly costs. $24,000, he said at first, right? And we thought it was for the year. It's a shot. It's not like the diet shot. It's for an autoimmune. It's supposedly $24,000 per shot that you get every 12 weeks. What? And they're not joking. Like, he tried to get the assistance on this program through the company, and they said that he made too much money, which what's too much money? Who can afford $24,000 every 3 months? There is not. And then honestly, nobody's making that much money right now. I have no job. He pays, child support, whatever it is. But you see, he's falling apart. Like, people's body could start falling apart. They don't give a shit. So we got to look at now Trump's thing to see if there is a help.
Right. And I know there was an article, I can't find it right now because I was going to save it, but Mark Cuban, of course, was he owns, I think, one of the basketball teams.
Right.
Anti-Trump, but actually came on and said supposedly this Trump RX is supposed to really be, and we'll see. We don't know yet. I don't know if it's out there yet. But if President Donald Trump was to get free health care for everyone, I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. But if they do pass that, that would be huge for a lot of people to really help them out. For all of us.
Everybody. Are they going to not take it? The people that hate him
they'll
so
take
much?
it. They'll bitch about it. They'll take it.
Right.
But it could happen. Daryl Armistead, what's up, my brother? Patrice, former Honey Bear. Hope you're doing well. Patrice, I'm sure you're hearing the news. And you're right, Frank. They're New York football teams. Are there? Yeah, they're not in New York. They're in New Jersey. But I don't care. I don't live there, so I can't go see my Giants play. But the question is, once this move is made to Indiana, how many people will actually get in their cars and drive to Indiana on Sundays? There you go, Gina. I hope you're doing well. Lefties would still hate them. Yeah, Jeff, you're absolutely right. Yeah, it's an old story, just getting boring. Anyway, Pat Lenzini, Highwood, how are you doing? Pat, we're going to be at 28 Mile in Highwood on the 21st from 4 to 7 at night. So it's not that late. I hope to see you, Pat, there, and I hope you're doing well. Ocean's Pit, Toxic Tuesday, Carol Brandolino in the house. Florida rapper Little Papa dies at the age of 25 years old. I don't know what a Little Papa is. I don't know, but I'm sorry for Little Papa's family. And Tom Noonan, he was a character actor. He also passed away at the age of, he always played like monsters and scary characters. He died at the age of 74 years old. All right. I had a discussion yesterday I went out for a cocktail with my buddy Dave and Carlo. The question is, do women prefer men who drink beer, or do women prefer men who drink hard liquor? Now, and then I'm going to reverse it. Now, you sit at a bar all day, watching game, whatever it is, couple beers, you might be a little cheaper in price, but
Mhm.
that's got to bloat the hell out of you. It can't be that. I
Mhm.
mean, it's all carbonation.
Yeah.
But then you got to be careful with the hard liquor too. Does it look better in your hand? Yes. But a little too much can get you more screwed up. So
Yeah.
the question for all you ladies out there, Gina, Pat, Carol, Patrice, all you guys, what is more thing when a man sits there
Hmm.
and drinks a little a cocktail or a beer in a glass or a beer bottle or whatever? What that's the question. One of the questions for today.
Okay. Um, okay, I'm thinking this. As a woman, I think it depends on the situation and where you're at. So I think certain types of drinks go with different kinds of environments, right? So if you got this rugged guy that, with the little beer, little hat on, little country boy, he's drinking a beer. It's like, okay, that makes sense. He's drinking his beers. I can't imagine him sipping out of a red wine glass, to be honest with you, but that's just like, how that goes. But you see a man in a suit, you know what I mean? I think I'd prefer to see him drinking out of a liquor glass. I think it just the look looks different. If you're talking about money, that's another thing. I mean, there's so many different reasons to prefer, but I don't know that I'd prefer anything over anything else as far as liquor goes, because truly to me it matters how messed up it makes them. And honestly, how much they have to drink. Like if you have to
Right.
drink 20 beers, like that's just an ick for me. If I can be in this
Well,
century to
well,
talk about like that, it
yeah,
would
well,
gross
it's
me out.
interesting. Look at the response, Kara. Right now, we got hard
Mhm,
liquor, cocktail.
mhm,
Jeanette says it's their preference, not mine.
mhm.
Lindsay says beer. Hi, Lindsay. Welcome to
Hi,
Ocean Spit.
Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay.
Beer for sports, cocktails for wine for dinner. Gina, doesn't matter to me what he's drinking. Now, we prefer a man that don't drink at all. Unfortunately, yeah, you're right about that. Unless
Yeah,
I want a wild, crazy night, then you want him to drink hard liquor.
right.
Okay,
Hey,
so
right.
Lindsay, there you go. But interesting, you mentioned about beers. The world
Mhm.
record held for the most alcohol drank in one sitting was by the great late Andre the Giant. He was a wrestler for the WWF,
Mhm.
WWE before he passed away.
Yeah.
He had 156 beers in one sitting. 150. Now, this guy was 7'11". He was the tallest man in the world. I
Yeah.
don't know, 600, 700 pounds, whatever it was. But 156 beers per setting in one setting. That's over 73 liters,
Holy
16 gallons
crap.
of beer.
Holy crap. Well, he was huge. Okay, obviously,
He
Andre the
was a
Giant.
big man. He was a
Wow.
very big man. Look him up, Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
So
I
there you
can't do
go.
carbonation much anymore. It's really sucks. Like I like iced tea. I like the iced tea drinks. Like I like High Noon. I used to like the carbonated. I can't. My stomach. It get bloated. Like you said.
You
So
get bloated.
iced tea drinks, a hard iced tea, I like a lot. Or I like my margaritas a little bit now. I'm starting to really like margaritas again. I didn't drink them for like 20 years because I got so sick on them when I was like 20. But now I like a good flavored margarita. I don't
Okay.
know. What about men? What about them with women? What
Well,
do
that's
they
another
prefer
thing
with
too.
drink?
Good point. Some of these great answers. Beer for seltzers, pool time. Either it's okay with me as long as he goes home with me. Lindsay says, "Damn, my husband would be kissing the porcelain right now." Okay, so there you go. Everybody watching, hello, happy afternoon. And another question, men. When you see a woman drinking out of a beer bottle,
Oh, you don't like that?
I don't know. Maybe if you're at a sports,
Right.
watching football on Sunday,
Mhm.
maybe, I don't know. Maybe they should be in a glass. Look, you're talking
'Cause
to
you're
a
old
guy,
school. You're
but
old
when you're
school.
talking
That's
to a
why.
guy, if I have beer sometimes, I even put ice in it. That's how screwed up I am. So what does that tell you?
Yep, yep. I get that. I get that. It's kind of traditionally kind of something that's especially an ethnic. Well, I could just say Greek and Italian. I've seen it, and like weddings. Oh my God, you want to see some funny shit? We're missing a whole group of people for reality type TV. I'm serious. Like, if you see somebody getting married, now I'm not judging, but
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
saying the Greeks and Italians that I've been around at a wedding, older and they see the couple walking out and they get introduced and the girl has a bottle of beer in her hand.
Oh,
That when the stuff I
that's
heard the
trash.
Greeks and Italians say,
Trash.
oh my God, they're like this. Oh, they're like, oh, and then this starts, and oh, what?
You know
That's
what?
it.
I'm
You're
sorry.
labeled, sister. You're labeled. It's
You're
over.
done. You know they're talking about you even before the wedding, or
Yes.
sometimes, or
Yeah.
whatever. No, oh, there it goes. I knew it. My
Right,
husband
right.
always drinks beer out of a glass. Okay, trash. Me too. Okay. So it's like I said, it's just a question. It prefers
Yeah.
whatever you guys do. It's
Right.
something what it is. Out of California right now, Carol, believe it or not, there's people legally selling food and drinks out of their home.
Legally?
Legally.
Oh.
In California now, with prices of rent and stuff like that. Now you got to, I'm sure these homes that do this have to come up with some health thing they have to go through. You would
Well,
think.
there's liability there. If somebody gets hammered and gets hurt on your property and you sold it to them, you're liable.
Mind you, we're talking about California. Now we're
Well,
talking about California.
True. Fair. Yeah, you're right.
Or like
Wow.
woman smoking a big stogie. Yeah, that could be. That could be. a
Guys
little-
like that
you know,
because they're
Yeah.
guys like that, but they don't want to see you with a bottle of beer in your hand, but they don't mind
don't
a big
mind them
fat
smoking,
cigar in
yeah.
your mouth.
I don't mind smoking this stuff. I don't mind when I see a girl smoking. I think it's a cigar smoke. I think it's cool. It's
Yeah.
better than those little flavored ones. You know, the little with the
The
stuff.
Swisher Sweets.
Yeah, or you know, when you smell it, smells like you're sitting next to somebody eating a bowl of Trick cereal. With Fruity Pebbles. Like, what the hell is that smell? Right? Oh, there you go. Yeah, but I think if they get in California, I'm sure they have to have some sort of licensing to sell food to the public.
Yeah, something.
And cocktails.
Mhm.
I would watch her lips engulf the tip of the bottle. Okay,
course.
hanging and banging.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's how I get it. It's a visual. I mean, that's just how men, see things. That's okay. They're visual
Okay.
creatures.
There you go. They see with their eyes. Absolutely.
all right.
Well, people does. Now, here's a question that's going to spark up a few things here. Chuck Schumer, not very happy with this guy, Chuck Schumer. You guys know who he is. He wants to make, and I don't care what flag you're talking about. I don't care if it's the Italian flag, the Irish flag, Black Lives Matters flag, the Polish, the Irish, the Girl Scout cookie flag. I don't care what flag it is, but it should not be higher or just as high as the American flag here in the United States of America. Now he's saying the pride flag, the rainbow flag, he's only specifying the rainbow flag it should be just as high as portrayed as the American flag.
Where?
Anywhere,
Where
wherever
is this
you put
flag
it.
going to be next to the American flag?
If the flag is out, I don't care. If you can have the flags all you want, just put them lower. That American flag should be up on top and be center stage here in the United States of America. And I don't care what it is. If you want the Italian flag, the German flag, the pride flag, the Black Lives Matters flags, the Navy, the whatever, put it underneath. The American flag should be the only one at the top. Just my
Here's
opinion.
my problem with that. And my opinion is I could see even having another flag of another like race or community, like somewhere, not even next to it, but I don't think any should be. But the pride flag, it's about sexual orientation. What does that have to do? What does that have to do with our United States of America? Is it that we're just being, we're accepting, of something? I think you're kind of putting that out there as like a peace offering. I think some businesses or whatever do that to show that we accept everybody and we, you know what I mean? We respect. That's fine, but that shouldn't be anywhere near the American flag in a place where
federal buildings. That's what I'm trying to say. Federal buildings, ballparks, whatever it is, not the same height as the American flag.
No.
And it doesn't mean that we're higher than this race or anything like that. It's just our country. It should be the
As
American
a whole,
flag.
right.
Well, if that's the case, just get rid of that flag completely and just have no flag. Just put anybody's flags they want and leave it at that.
Yeah. No, I don't agree with that at all.
I agree with you 100%. So,
Mm-mm. Mm.
hey, it is what it is here
Yeah.
now. Gigi, how you doing? My good friend Gigi and Michael from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair, guys. You want to talk about someone taking care of your car? My car was done to the T. It was done before it was supposed to be done. Mike and his staff do an incredible job. Go to crashchampions.com. They got them all over Chicagoland area, so please check them out. Gigi, it seems to me that old Chucky has bigger problems than a flag. Have you seen his wife? No, well, I know I did. I have not seen his wife, but there you go. I'm going to have to check it out. All right. Big Ben Roethlisberger was the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. After a couple of people of ex-teammates have said he wasn't a good guy and blah, 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 he came out on his own Facebook social media page saying that I have a problem. I have a porn addiction. Okay. I've not been the best father. I've not been the best girlfriend, but I've had my ups and downs like anybody else has in life. Nobody's perfect. But he said he has a porn addiction. Now, look, we've all been through there. We've all checked it out. I don't care what anybody says. They all have. Some people still do, whatever it is. I don't know. That's their business. It's the same thing as trying wine. I'm not a wine guy. I'm a hard liquor guy, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I'm a smoker, cigar smoker, don't smoke, whatever it is. Does it make a guy a bad guy if his porn addiction? This is all he's doing is actually watching porn at home. Or whatever. He's not causing any problems. He's only, right? Or is this nuts?
I think the addiction part is, where we're at. I think they say when something like that becomes an addiction, it means it is affecting your life. It's affecting your personal life. It's affecting your professional life. When stuff starts affecting, whether it's gambling, drinking, drugs, any of it, porn can be one of those things. And it also, they say, affects your mental state as well. And then it will affect your relationships eventually, or your perception of whether it's relationship, sex, intimacy. There's a lot involved in it, but porn in general, who cares if you're watching it, whatever, here and there, nobody cares. But
if you have an addiction to it, just like any other addiction, just like you're saying, I understand that, but I can see how it can turn, your relationship. Just put it this way. Say you've got a couple that they're married or whatever it is, or not married, they're a couple, they have their whatever they do for fun. But the guy's now addicted to some more crazy little shit. Let's hit you over the head with a hammer while you're on all fours and pretend you're a dog. Let me see if that works.
I mean, you picked the wrong girl for that. There's going to be a problem. I mean, there's going to be issues in that relationship.
Ronald Ralph, how are you doing? Welcome to Ocean's Pit. And how about Boyd? I guess as long as he's not choking the chicken.
Well, I mean, at least he's doing it to himself. Do whatever you want to yourself.
And you know what? We shouldn't be talking about this kind of stuff. It's Holy Week, and we had Lent, Ash Wednesday. Then we got March 29th is Palm Sunday. March 30th to April 1st is Holy Monday into Holy Wednesday. April 2nd is Maudi, Maudnda.
Maundy? You're Catholic, not me. I don't know.
Well, this said just Holy Week. And then April 3rd was Good Friday. April 4th is Easter Sunday. And April 5th is Easter. Black Saturday is April 4th. Now, I know this just said Holy Week. It didn't say Catholic Week or on the social media page. I don't know. There you go, Boyd. I started it. Yeah. Okay. Good point. Just a story about, but so now let me ask, and I think I might have asked Mary, and I might have asked you before when I think maybe last Easter. Now you guys celebrate Easter not when we do, correct?
Not always. It goes by the old calendar. So sometimes once in a while it falls on the same. So here it says Maundy Thursday commemorates the Last Supper, at which Jesus celebrated the Passover with his 12 disciples and instituted the Eucharist that would commemorate his broken body and shed blood. That's Maundy Thursday, just so you know. Okay. So, ours is going to be about a week or two after Catholic Easter this year. I think ours is the 14th, maybe 14th or 15th of April.
All right. Okay. There you go. Oh, Craig Olson. How you doing, Craig? Now, here's a guy that only watches the show, and when he does, he just wants to make sure I'm saying the right shit. So you're right. Like I said, I'm not a news channel. I am like the Inquirer, Craig. We're like the Inquirer here. Anyway, yes, the bill is to allow the pride flag to be flown at national parks. Trump banned the pride flag at parks, nothing to do with the flag height. Oh, well, thank you for that.
Good to know, but still,
Good to know.
I don't think I
Good
need
to
a
know.
sexual orientation flag flown at a
Good
park.
to know. Good to know.
You know what I
Good to
mean?
know. It also
makes
depends
no
what channel you watch, but
It
good
just
to
makes
know.
sense.
Patrice, thank you. Thank you, Nina. That was nice of you. Whatever. So we don't have to get into that conversation, but thank you. Okay. Let's see. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Finally, Kara, it looks like somebody's going down with the Epstein connection.
Mhm.
Besides Maxwell, his assistant, besides Epstein himself, who's supposedly not alive anymore, but who knows about that?
Yeah.
Fox News, checks for Fox 32 News, UK police have arrested Prince Andrew with some more stuff that he's going down. Actually, they got him on his 66th birthday.
Oh.
Now, okay. Now this is mind you, this is in Europe, the UK, and there are a little different rules and different stuff out there. Do you think that this will do anything to activate all the shit that might be happening to somebody here in the United States that might have had connections? Do you think him going down? I don't know. You think it'll make a difference?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think now everybody wanted these files released. You're getting what you want. There's millions of pages. Okay. So even like listening to some of the people that I like to listen to that I think are like Megyn Kelly, and I like Dan Bongino, and he knows what he's talking about. He worked, he's done all this. And they're just releasing facts. Basically, you wanted this released. Now you're going to get a lot of people. Did you hear about The View? What's her name? Whoopi Goldberg. So she's in the files, and I saw a clip of her saying, okay, so like the big screen behind them on the show, she's like, let's just address the elephant in the room. And
talking about herself.
So she started talking about it and basically saying, this is why the hypocrisy makes me, I'm just an angry person nowadays, because I think for sure it's the hormones, but I'm just so sick of it. All her little cohorts there, she's like, I was mentioned. I was just trying. They think I was like his girlfriend, or, I dated him or something. Like, no, I don't go that way or whatever. But she did date Ted Danson or married the guy. He was a man. So she said, what they said is she was asking Epstein for his plane to go to some other island, not his. Okay. But the thing is now her cohorts were saying, well, just because she emailed him and asked him to use his plane, that doesn't mean anything. Oh, now that doesn't mean anything.
One hand washes the other. Yeah. One hand washes the other.
Right. So if you felt, I'm sorry, when I look at it this way, if you felt comfortable enough, look, I don't feel comfortable enough to email certain people and say, hey, can I use your plane? Let me tell you something. You got to be a little more comfortable with somebody and on a different, level of friendship with them to just be able to ask him to use his plane, his jet. So that's where I don't believe her for shit. Like, I also agree. A lot of people hung out because they were the elite. They went to his island. I'm sure most of the people didn't do anything.
Correct.
And some of them didn't know. But what I'm saying is, for her to be openly asking him that, now I really think there's a problem, because you don't ask people to use their jet.
You know what? And I'm hoping it goes down. Here, Boyd said the first domino. Now, this is the first domino in the UK. Now, they might have more stricter rules there. They might, more people might. I just want it to happen. Look, Hillary Clinton says, and a quote, Craig, you can look this up. Hillary Clinton says, Bill only used that private jet for charity work.
Really? What charity? I mean, there has to be record of it.
Okay,
listen,
what's the charity?
Produce the stuff. Okay, what charity?
The charity that Bill Clinton had on that jet? I don't know how many times he was on that jet for charity work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, you know what? That's because he's been named already and he's already got a reputation on cheating on his wife. So
Right.
when she uses an excuse like that, like an idiot that she is, come on. Don't you think
Like,
she was going to get any bombardment from this?
right. I mean, I get it. Just don't say anything at all instead of like trying to make excuses. You know, it's hard. Just don't say anything at all. Let it be because
Yeah,
when you start opening your mouth and saying things like that, it's like you're making excuses for him. You know what I mean? Just don't because we already know, and I know we talked about this before, just because he cheated on his wife with Monica Lewinsky,
right.
this young girl in the Oval Office, and did
Yeah,
disgusting things.
yeah.
That doesn't mean he's a pedophile. Okay.
Correct.
The girl was over
Correct.
21. Okay.
Correct.
Whatever. Yeah. Is he a dirtbag? For sure. Would I want my kid married him? No. But that doesn't mean he's doing those types of things
Correct.
now. But I will say, maybe I'll lean a certain way if I know that he's capable of doing that. You're going to lose some credibility with people. You know what I
I
mean?
think he is correct.
Yeah.
And what, I mean, charity work, really?
Yeah. What?
Come
I want to
on.
know. It's got to be in there.
Yeah, it's got to be something. Justin Newsmack, Clinton's deposition will be filmed. Okay, so they're going to plead the fifth.
Of course.
I plead the fifth. Robert Provenzano, General, how you doing? Carlos Rodriguez was just watching. Carlos, thank you, buddy. I hope you and Lisa are doing well. Carlos, a great police officer in the Chicagoland area. Thank you for what you do, brother, and all your brothers and sisters as police officers. Robert, General Provenzano, everyone in social society is talked to Epstein at one time. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what Bill said? No, Bill said no. Hillary said it was charity work, boy.
Right.
Charity work.
Yeah.
He was only down there for charity work.
Yeah.
Isabella
Right.
Drake, how you doing, Teach? I hope you're doing well. In my honest, look, if my honesty offends you, folks, imagine how exhausted I am with all the other bullshit. I mean, it's just crazy out there. It really is. And my God, someone needs to go down on this. And like we mentioned this before, let's get over it, but let's arrest some of these guys, get it
Right.
over, and move on to taking care of our country and trying to get people to get along together and be happy and do all that kind of stuff. Right? That's
Yeah.
what's important.
Yep.
Yeah, total sense. Guys, it is time for the JRC Ace Hardware Minute for Thursday, February 19th. It's 56 degrees out there, 37% humidity, 9-mile-an-hour winds, 50% chance of rain from 6 all the way till midnight tonight. And that is the weather from JRC Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before there were neighborhoods. The weather for Thursday, February 19th. Yeah, so it's just one beautiful story. There's Jim Palucci. Jimmy, congratulations on becoming a production manager at your running sound for the Taste of Melrose Park, the Garden Stage. That's going to be a lot of fun. If Bondi doesn't get some big arrests, she needs to go. I agree. Some people have to go down. I agree with you 100%. All right. Patrick Moore, a good friend of mine. True story. Illinoisans, are you ready? From Illinois. You know what an alley is if you're from Illinois. Mm-hmm. You don't pronounce the S at the end of Illinois, and you become irate at people who do. Mm-hmm. The living room is called the front room. You measure distance in minutes, especially from the city, and you swear everything is pretty much a half hour away.
Yeah, that's funny.
You have no problem spelling or pronouncing Des Plaines. You understand that no person from Chicago can be a Cub fan and a White Sox fan. It's kitty corner, not catty corner.
Mm-hmm.
You have drunk green beer on St. Patrick's Day. Stores don't have sacks. They have bags. You end your sentences with unnecessary prepositions. Example, where's my coat at? Or can I go with?
Oh, yeah.
You carry jumper cables in your car. You call the interstate expressways. You refer to everything south of I-80 as the southern or central Illinois. You ask a new acquaintances what parish he's from or she's from.
Mm.
You have two favorite football teams, the Bears and anyone who beats the Packers. You cried when Bozo was canceled on WGN. I did. You understand what lake effect means, and last but not least, you have at some time in your life used the furniture with plastic on it.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of that is our background too. An ethnic
Yeah.
background. Some of
Yep.
it coincides.
I agree 100%, 100%. Just some funny stuff that you guys are coming up with. It's a couple of minutes left. When there is no consequences for poor work ethic, then no reward for good work ethic. There's no motivation.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the harder of a worker you are, it's expected then, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But then it's just expected. And then you got people that do half the work. And when they do a little bit extra, they get, people get excited. That's happened my whole life. Like I work really hard when I'm at a job, especially when I was doing the physical work of bartending and managing and physically running around. They just expected that. They expect it. And then somebody who is lazy, who did a little extra one day, they're like, oh, look, you're doing so good. And you're like, what the hell? But that's how it goes.
Oh, yeah. There you go. That makes a hell of a lot of sense. And you know what? I don't know. So is it the moral, work harder or just work enough?
It's a tough question. It depends who you're working for and how much money you make, I guess. Does it benefit you at the end of the day? Then just keep working, hard.
Yeah, I got it. Makes a lot of sense. Jack Vanna Landscaping. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring, fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They offer plant design service and installation, servicing the North Shore for over 50 years. Call my buddy Tommy at 847-432-5266. That's Jack Vanna Landscaping. Yeah, I mean, well, look. It's one of those days that every time we put something on, it's just one more thing to say, oh my God, or like I said, there is no more, oh my God. Smart women love smart men more than smart women love one more time. Smart women love smart men more than smart men love smart women.
I think that's true. Because smart women got your number.
Yep. I agree with you 100%. The quote, smart women love smart men more than smart men love smart women is often attributed to Natalie Portman, but there's no verified primary source confirming she officially said it. I guess she's an actress. Yeah. What researchers actually show is more, studies. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense because a lot of women can go through that. First of all, they're the best detectives, most of them.
True.
They True. Woo! And like I said yesterday, remember when, hey, I'm fine, you're in trouble. You are in trouble when they say, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So, it's, boy. I don't know. You guys, some of the stuff you guys send me. Spanish singer Julio Iglesias has been accused of sexual and physical assault by two women he worked in as in live-in maids or employees at his Caribbean mansions.
I mean, how do you know? I don't know. I feel bad for some people, famous people, because what leg do they have to stand on if they can't prove it? You're just going to come out and say something like that. Maybe somebody liked him and he was like, no, or put the kibosh on if they had an affair, and then he didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, but Carol, you also have to come out and say it when it happens. You can't wait till after you got fired,
right?
And you don't work there no more.
Yeah.
Or after the guy inherited for $8 million, $10 million. Oh, by the way.
Right. Yeah.
That's the only downfall of some of
Yeah.
that stuff. And I mentioned this yesterday again. Grammy Awards: Beach Boys, The Doors, Queen, Iggy Pop, Talking Heads, Smith, Depeche Mode, Stone Roses, Oasis, Blur, Killers, Arctic Monkeys. And all these, none of these people have Grammys, but Beyonce has again 35, and Jay-Z has 25.
Yeah. That's nuts.
It's just
I'm not saying they're not good
mind-boggling.
artists, but all these other artists, come on. The world knows who they are, most of them.
Yeah, it just I don't know. Last but not least, an expiring story. An 18-year-old freshman paid for college by asking 2.8 million people for a penny. Everyone he bumped into, and I don't know if this is true, but this is from coachingmoney.com. In 1987, an 18-year-old boy, 18-year-old college freshman from Rochelle, Illinois, Rochelle, Illinois, Southside, proved you don't need student loans, just a wild idea and the guts to ask for it. Michael Hayes didn't beg for thousands. He asked for 2.8 million people for 1 penny each. With the help of the Chicago Tribune columnist, the story spread like wildfire, and the pre-internet world, that was impressive. The result was $28,000, enough to cover his entire college education.
Had to be a long time ago because 28,000 is not covering a whole.
Well, this was 1987, mind you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. I hope that's true. I hope it's a true story because.
And you know what? I mean, think about it. And this, I don't know, tastebud.com. The average woman will spend over $1,000 a year on iced coffee.
Oh, that's me. I drink iced coffee every day, most days.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there we go. From the woman, it says it like it is. Okay. Yeah. All right. So there you go. Guys, it's come to the end of the hour, and I want to thank you all for watching the show today. We really do appreciate it. And like I said, the comments and stuff, that we're not a news show. This is just two people expressing their opinions and talking some shit and having some fun. And some of it shouldn't be taken so seriously.
No.
But some people out there just can't wait to, maybe you should have their own. Maybe they should have their own podcast. That would be a lot of fun. Hey, I did this. Hey, guys, just go back. The only reason why this podcast ever started was when we were down for 2 weeks during so-called COVID, or I never would even thought about doing that. And just because some of you great, nice people that still watch the show or to support the show and our sponsors. But thank you guys for that. And thank you again for all your comments, because that's how we make the hour work, right? That's how it works. Anyway, tonight is a private affair at Villa Verone in Geneva. Private. Tomorrow, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. And, of course, Saturday, Taverna on Division. And, of course, we got some more great gigs coming up. Next Wednesday, Rosario's in Roselle. Next Thursday, Positano's in Oak Brook. The return of Jerry Jams from Florida and Regina Carmel. If you haven't heard Regina sing, you've probably been underneath a rock, because she's got an incredible voice, and she's joining us on the 26th. 28th will be at Rookies. Johnny Cabs on March 7th. Chef Shangri-La on March 19th, and 28 Mile. Love this place in Highwood. And, of course, Primo Italian Americano restaurant in Gurney on the 11th. Hard Rock Casino in Rockford with Moe's Dream Police. And our 6th-year anniversary bash for Ocean's Pit. If you were at our 5-year one, which was very successful, we're going to do it again at Village Tavern in Schaumburg on Wednesday, March 4th. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, we go live. 7:30 comes out the world famous chicken fingers and French fries. That's free for the people that are watching the show. And, of course, we got drink specials. Laura Ocean will be there. Carol Bandolino, of course, will be there. Special guest. It's going to be a lot of fun. So it's going to be an hour and a half live remote Wednesday, March 4th for our 6-year anniversary. Birthdays for Thursday, the 19th of February. Lou Diamond Phillips, 64. Andy Taylor from Duran Duran and Power Station. Harvey Korman, one of the great actors. Sonny Bono. Ice-T, 68. Ricky Stokes, wherever you are, 60 years old. Cesar Romero, who played the Joker. Melissa Manchester, 75. Jane Seymour, 75. J.K. Lee, great former guitar player, he passed away with Ozzy Osbourne. Mick Avery, of course, the drummer from the Kinks. Randy Moss, one of the great wide receivers in the NFL. Dolph Lundgren, 68. Chris Farley, 62 years old. Birthdays. All right.
It's my great niece's first birthday today. I almost forgot. Eleanor, 1 year old today.
Happy birthday, Eleanor. And listen to the song Eleanor by the Turtles. It's a great song from the 60s. Say hi to Petro from the German Erica. I will do that, Erica. I hope you're doing well. And anyway, guys, don't forget the Cove. The very first Geneva show will be May 5th at the Cove with Ocean's Rat Pack. And, of course, now it's time for our friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place, buy local, shop local. It's time to get your seed started. 8-quart Miracle-Gro seed starter mix and indoor plant mix is 2 for $12. Select 16-quart bags are 2 for $18. Stock up and save. Buy 3, get 1 free on Ace Basic pleated air filters. And did you know that not all LED bulbs are harsh, cool white? They also come in bright white and warm white. Get a 10-pack of Fight LED light bulbs for only $9.99. That's less than $1 per bulb from our friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Carol, thank you again for another day. Have an incredible weekend, guys. We're back again tomorrow. Same time, same station. We got Nick from the wrestling world. Of course, Nick is the son of Gigi and Michael from Crash Champions, and he's got some wrestling stuff. He's got a big show coming up, so we'll have him on the show tomorrow. Guys, buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment, be kind to one another, really be kind to one another. And like I said, if you're offended with anything on this show, change the channel. Or just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right, and that's just part of life. Be kind to one another, and you guys have an incredible day. Ringo Starr says peace and love. God bless you all. Have a great afternoon. Nick Sahajas, take us out, piano man. Bye. Bye.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
God bless everybody. Peace and love. Have an incredible day. Thank you.